Super fired up for this video today, guys. We got Tucker Carlson reviewing a Russian McDonald's. So you all know recently I reacted to the interview with Vladimir Putin and Tucker Carlson. They did like a 2-hour interview, amazing interview, one of the best I've ever seen. And I also reacted to Tucker Carlson going shopping in a Russian shop. That blew up as well, guys, so I appreciate the love and support from Ireland to all over the world, Russia, everywhere, wherever you guys are watching these videos. I love to review them. And that one blew up as well, so I said, listen guys, I have to react to the piece de resistance, the best ever segment I could react to is Tucker Carlson reacting to McDonald's in Russia, because McDonald's is my favorite place in the world, guys. I'm not going to say I frequent it every single week, but I do go there quite often, guys. You know, in Ireland, obviously McDonald's is a huge business. They make millions every single year, billions every single year, so I'd love to see what it's like compared to Russia, because everybody, I see these food reviews online, everybody always reviews America versus like Irish or America versus English McDonald's. Well, we're about to see a first-hand view from a Russian McDonald's. We're gonna see if it's the same. I know recently in 2020 they changed their name, that's all I know. Haven't watched the segment yet, but drop a comment down below. Check out my Patreon as well. McDonald's is pretty much my favorite place ever. You know, when I was broke going through college, I used to frequent a lot, guys. I still go there a lot for the triple cheeseburgers and things, so this one's should be incredible, guys. Let's get it.
One of the main questions we had when we came to Moscow is what's been the effect, the actual effect on the ground, as they say, of Western sanctions on Russia. Now, Russia...
The way he says Moscow, I would just say Moscow, right? But yeah, there's been a lot of sanctions by the US. As he showed in the grocery shopping video, that they actually didn't have that many sanctions because they still had Snickers bars and still a lot of American products. So couldn't be that heavily sanctioned, you know.
Russia is the biggest country in the world. Huge parts of Russia are fundamentally Russian. Not a lot of Western influence. They were that way 500 years ago. They'll be that way 500 years from now. But Moscow is very different. Moscow is the biggest city in Europe, actually. 13 million people, by far the biggest city in this country. And a very international city, a fashion center, financial center, and Russia's, needless to say, center of Western retail culture. And all of that ended in 2022, 2 years ago. So we thought we would take a look at what happened next. And McDonald's seemed like a pretty good way to do it. McDonald's, the first McDonald's, opened in Russia in Pushkin Square in Moscow in 1990. And by happenstance, my own father was there. He was an employee of the U.S. government. And he came to Russia to see McDonald's open. And at the time, I remember it vividly, I was in college, this was considered a triumph of the West over the East. The real end of the Cold War is when McDonald's, the most famous retail outlet in the United States, opened in the capital city of our great enemy, Russia.
And I will say this, guys, as much as people hate America, I love America, but their greatest invention ever is McDonald's, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty much, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people will say that's facetious, but it is one of their greatest inventions ever, in terms of food, at least, okay?
And this was a triumph of the West and its values over communism. So that life cycle turned out to last for exactly 30 years, from 1990 to 2022, and then it closed. But what happened? Well, it never really closed, it just became Russian. McDonald's franchises in Moscow were bought by a Russian businessman out of Siberia and renamed, a Russian name that we can't possibly pronounce, but that translates to Tasty, That's It.
I love that. That's a perfect, that's such an ironic name, guys. Tasty, That's It. Because obviously McDonald's is super tasty, but they're saying that's all we're going to give them. We're not going to give them that fact that it's the end of the cold era stuff. Nothing to do with actual political, just it's food and that's it. But you can't take away from the fact that McDonald's is pretty much the #1 business in the US, guys. It is fundamentally American, okay?
And the buildings look the same from the outside. The golden arches are dimmed, but apparently not much else is different. So we've come here this morning in downtown Moscow to try the fare at Tasty That's It and render judgment. And we're going to do that right now.
Let's go.
I must say, I feel good in this weather.
Bro, Tucker Carlson's becoming Russian, guys. He just loves the weather as well. he even loves the snow. That's unbelievable.
I ordered, I'm embarrassed, I ordered a cheeseburger, I ordered 2 cheeseburgers, large Coke, large fries, and a chocolate cake.
Definitely can't buy chocolate cake at McDonald's in Ireland. You can buy like donuts, cookies. What else? That's about it. Fruit, I think. That's about it.
We're back in the van. We've just come back from the Ersatz Moscow McDonald's. Tasty, that's it. And first the price, okay?
Oh.
Now, I'll admit, I have not been to a fast food place in quite some time, trying to preserve my girlish figure. Also doesn't make me feel good, and I'm 54, so you probably shouldn't be eating that crap. But,
lucky for you guys, it's okay, because I know the price of everything. So I got a triple cheeseburger yesterday in McDonald's. It was €3.60 euros. And I think a regular cheeseburger in Ireland now is like $2.90, double cheeseburger. And there's a few other prices. I think for 20 chicken nuggets it's like €8, €9. It's definitely skyrocketed in price, guys. The price of McDonald's in Ireland has skyrocketed. It's not cheap fast food anymore. I'll just put that out there. The last 3 years, it's not cheap fast food. It used to be before the lockdowns, let's just say, but now it's completely overpriced, crazy expensive McDonald's. It literally is so expensive. It's actually the same price in Eastern Europe as well, guys, in like Czech Republic, stuff like that, where I was before eating it as well. It's the same price as Ireland, so it's really expensive, guys, McDonald's, just worldwide, or Europe-wide anyway. But we're going to compare it to the Russian prices now, so
I'm not exactly current on the prices, but here's what it cost in Moscow. 647 rubles. So that is exactly $7.05, I think.
Okay, so he bought two double cheeseburgers, a large drink. That is insane. Large fries and a drink and a chocolate cake. I'll just add it up for you guys. That would be rough. That would be nearly €20, like minimum. Because two double cheeseburgers, or I said two cheeseburgers, let's just say. So it's like €2 each. That's €4. Then plus the fries, which are €4. The fries here are so expensive. €4 as well. So that's like €8. The large drink, that's like $3.50. It's like, let's say 12. Okay, my estimation is a bit off. And then let's say about €15 actually. Okay, with the cheesecake about €3. So the chocolate cake about €15 though. So it's about half the price, less than half the price in Russia. So super cheap compared to Ireland and Eastern Europe as well, guys, which is supposed to be a lot cheaper, but it's not. The prices of McDonald's is pretty much Europe-wide expensive.
And for that, we got 2 cheeseburgers, large fries, large cola, Coke knockoff, and a piece of chocolate cake. Just couldn't resist. Is that healthy? No. Now, I should say Putin banned GMO foods in Russia 4 years ago.
That's good. That's really good. Guys, as well, it's crazy, like $7. That's only like, what, €5? So like, it's like triple the price in Europe for McDonald's than it is in Russia. That's unbelievable. I don't know what the price is in the US. I think McDonald's is probably cheaper in the US, but crazy.
Which is interesting. I didn't ask about that. I probably should have. But so maybe we're in a little better shape. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's what we have for that. Let's first go to the fries. McDonald's most famous product, the fries. All right. These are tasty, that's it, Siberian-owned Russian fries. Everybody knows what a McDonald's French fry tastes like, so it's not going to be hard to assess. Well, that's excellent. Totally the same. We just walked all the way a block in the snow back to the truck with these things, and they're still good. Okay. Fries are a winner. Now, I got recognizable foods. Like, every American has had a McDonald's cheeseburger. Okay? That's a Siberian cheeseburger in the husk of a McDonald's outlet. All right? Now, as in America, I'm not going to open it up to see what's inside because, like, you don't really want to know. I'm just going to eat it. All right? Ready?
Okay.
Oh. Excellent. Exactly the same. My first thought is I should be not eating this shit. But I like it, and I think they have those little chopped onions like they do in the United States.
Well, in the US, I think that a lot of the food is processed, like super GMO, but in Ireland, the beef is 100% Irish beef. So what I do is, if you guys want to be healthy with it, I get like a double cheeseburger, triple cheeseburger, and I take the 2 buns off. So it's just basically the beef and the cheese. The cheese isn't that healthy, but the beef is definitely okay as a last-minute substitute. All right, I love my bodybuilding and fitness, so I try and get the protein from it, but I wouldn't be having it every single day. I'll say that much, guys. Just a regular burgers would be a lot healthier, but This is interesting, guys. Very, very interesting, bro. So it tastes the exact same in Russia as it does in the US because, you know, he would know, okay?
All right, I'm going to finish that off camera because it's disgusting to watch a man eat. But before I stop, I'm going to go right to dessert. I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to show you what Tasty That's It serves in Moscow. A piece of chocolate cake.
That's a big piece of cake. What the? Okay, so yeah, that's like €4. So it's probably about 15, 16 euro for all that. I'm telling you guys, McDonald's, before you guys freak out, actually, I would say it's even more. McDonald's is so expensive in Europe now, especially in Ireland. It's so expensive, bro. It's crazy. People watching this from Ireland will know. They're like, yeah, this guy's, he's not lying. Like,
and I'm not gonna eat this in front of you either because that would be super degrading, and I'm not going there, even for my love of the internet. But I am gonna sniff it, which will give me some sense of its flavor, and then off camera I'll assess and let you know. And it smells great. It smells great. So look, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just trying to let you know, with life under sanctions, once Tony Blinken has written your country out of the civilized world, how do you live? Not bad. All right, I'm just finishing my McBreakfast, which was really McLunch, and I gotta say it was McAwesome. It really was, the non-GMO version. And so we're trying to think about what else to do in Moscow to illustrate what life under sanctions is like. What would it be like to live in a society where all the Western brands are forced to leave and you're left with all these stores that used to say Prada or McDonald's or Starbucks, and none of them still do. But they're still serving knockoffs of those products. And so we thought, well, let's go to the Starbucks, which is now called, let's get the logo here, Stars. Do we have that?
oh, that's fire. This is actually gas. This is like a video game or something, like Fallout or something, where everything is the same, but it's like the names are changed, you know?
So my producers, who are geniuses and great guys, Justin Wells and Benno Cass and Kyle Rothenberg is holding the camera. They're TV producers, like, let's go to this new Starbucks, the Stars. And then we were kind of talking this through, and we thought, you know, Starbucks is so awful. Like, not only is the company preachy and stupid, but the product itself, the core product, the coffee, is like urine. So why would we go there? Even if you change the name to Stars, it's not worth going there. And so we're going to pass on that. But we're going to do so in the total confidence, bordering on religious faith, that whatever came after Starbucks is better than Starbucks, because how could it not be?
That's gas. I'm going to have to disagree with him at the end. I think Starbucks is kind of okay. The product itself is not good. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but I like to get an iced chocolate coffee, whatever you call it, maca, and it's just like ice and coffee, and it's absolutely delicious, but it's definitely not good for you guys. Pure sugar, pure unhealthiness with like whipped cream and all this stuff. Super unhealthy, but that was incredible, guys. That was definitely one of my favorite videos to watch. I love watching like just overseas different videos of different shops and stuff that we have in Ireland, and I suppose that, you know, predominantly from the US, right? Because everything from the US comes to Europe and then it probably goes to the rest of the world, right? So absolutely incredible. Let me know the price of McDonald's in your country. I'd love to see the price of McDonald's in other countries if you guys are here. So what he bought, about 16 euro here, right? Probably, and you can't buy cake here, so I'm just estimating it as like 2 donuts because that was a big cake. So yeah, very, very much more expensive. I'd say more than triple the price than in Russia. So insane, guys. And it's the same product, all right? McDonald's is universal worldwide, okay? Especially because there's no GMOs in Russia. It's actually better than the American. So I couldn't compare the Irish prices to the American prices because the products here, the Irish beef is a lot healthier than the American beef, supposedly. Or at least I'm saying to myself, so I couldn't compare prices there, but you absolutely can compare prices to other countries with no GMOs. So I love you guys all. Drop a comment, tell me where you guys are from, what's the price of your McDonald's. Stay free, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.